Hello everyone, once again Ravinder here. Today we'll be expanding on what we have spoken yesterday about sinking of Moskova. Today we'll look at the overall naval war which has taken place in the Black Sea till now. Now, as you are aware, naval war is a very important facet in the overall operational planning, and Russians have used this area very well to conduct its operation. In fact, from the southern side, the operation plan which was envisaged has actually progressed better than any other area, which shows the amount of freedom which Russia has enjoyed in the sea. In the later presentations, we will also have a look at the NATO presence in this area and how Russians can neutralize the effect of NATO forces in the area. Well, that will be much later. Today, we will restrict ourselves to what is happening between Ukraine and Russia. To understand the naval war in this region of Crimea, let us understand the order of battle of Black Sea Fleet. First of all, it has got one air defense cruiser, Moskova, which has recently been sunk and based on which we are trying to understand the naval operations. There are about 6 missile frigates. Frigates are smaller ships, battleships, much smaller than Moskova. Then there are 7 diesel-electric submarines, which are of older version but have been upgraded recently. 6 landing ships, out of which 4 are heavier, which can carry ICVs and tanks. 2 reconnaissance ships. 3 anti-submarine corvettes, which are the smallest of the battleships. 8 boats of anti-saboteur squadron. 10 missile corvettes, again the smallest of the missile brigade, and a coastal defense brigade which is equipped with coastal defense ships, minesweepers, and intelligence vessels. Under command is 22 Army Corps, which has got a coastal missile artillery brigade comprising mainly of anti-ship missile systems and surface-to-surface missile systems. These are the latest missile systems which are available for war in this area. Then there is Coastal Defense Brigade, which is equipped with armor and mechanized infantry elements, and a Recce Brigade, the status of which is not clear. 8th Artillery Regiment, which is equipped with howitzers, rocket launchers, anti-tank missile systems, and 1 battalion of Iskander SSMs. In addition, it has been beefed up with 7 landing ships, 4x Baltic Fleet and 3x Northern Fleet. As also it has been given a complement of Mountain Air Assault regiments, 2 regiments X-7 Guard Mountain Air Assault Division. Let us look at the anti-aircraft systems. There are 2 anti-aircraft missile regiments comprising of 5 battalions of S-400 SAM system with a range of 250 to 400 kilometers range, 1 S-300 missile regiment which has got a little lesser range, 4 battalions of Padsir medium range surface-to-air missiles, and a Buk surface-to-air missile system. In location is 58th Combined Army Headquarters with some battle groups as reported. There is also 27th Composite Aviation Division in Crimea, but it is subordinate to the 4th Air and Air Defense Force Army, which is the Southern District. Also in South and especially in Southeast, the Southern District Air Defense Forces which are operating. So area is very well covered here. As also in the North, the Western District Air Force and Air Defense Forces are operating. So area is very well covered for air defense. Now in this valley, how this cruiser ship has been hit is $1 million question. It looks that there is a problem of command and control, as also integrated air defense has not taken into consideration, and the ship seems to be working in isolation. Let us recapitulate naval actions which have taken place in this war. Snake Islands in Danube Delta was captured by Russia, cruiser Moskova and patrol ship Vasily Baikov were used. Remember, the media went crazy wherein the defender was showing middle finger to cruiser Moskova. Then there was an assault which was carried out on Mariupol on 26 February with the second landing group carrying out feint near Odessa. The 2 ships of Russia have been sunk, Moskova and Saratov landing ship, and 2 ships of Ukraine have also been sunk, frigate Hetman Sahid Chani and patrolling craft Solubansk. Two landing ships of Russia are reported to have been damaged. Russia has captured some artillery boats, patrol boats, minesweeper, and two landing crafts. Now, something which I have already covered, but I am going to recapitulate it, is sinking of Moskova, which is a very important event in the naval war here. Moskova has a cruiser ship, air defense ship with a displacement of 12,490 tons and length of 186 meters. It's one of the largest ships to have been sunk post Second World War. It can be in a draught of 8.4 meters. It's got four gas turbine engines with a speed of 37 miles per hour and a range of 19,000 kilometers, traveling at 30 kilometers an hour. It's got a complement of 510 sailors and cost of approximately 570 million US dollars. Now it carries armament. Outside is S-300 with a range of 150 kilometers, which has 8 tubes are there with replacements available. Then for the medium range, OSA-MA with 10-kilometer range missiles, surface to air missiles are available. In the frontal arc, twin L-70 guns which has got a range of 3 to 4 kilometers, firing 300 rounds per minute. And on the sides and various directions, 630 millimeter, firing 200 to 300 rounds per minute per gun. Six of them are there and with a range of 2,500 meters. So very well protected ship. Other than this, there is anti-sub motors and 10 torpedo tubes. It's very well protected with splinter plating. Just to recapitulate, in war against Georgia, one missile had hit Moscow, but it survived. But this time it has got sunk. Basically, they have used two missiles to strike the ship. It can carry one helicopter Ka-25. It has got suites of electronic warfare, decoys, and radars, both for anti-ship, anti-surface, and anti-aircraft. It was laid down in 1976, launched in 79, but thereafter, as it was commissioned in 83, and Soviet Union almost broke up in 1990, it was decommissioned. Once the economy of Russia recovered, it was reinstated in April 2000, and of late it has gone and undergone a refit and modernization. So it's a big loss. How this ship has been lost is $1 million question. In all probability, operating in isolated manner is the cause behind its, its sinking. Now let us see the last location of the ship that is observed on 12th of April. It is 90 kilometers south of Odessa. Two Turkish drones were spotted by the ship crew, and either these drones helped target the ship or were used as diversion. As you can see, the ship was an open flank dominated by Ukrainians on the west. To the north, around Kherson are Russian forces operating. To east, the Crimean Peninsula, and further to the east is the Southern Command of Russia. Now, so overall, this ship has moved out of the land-based air defense system and operating on its own. Since it is an air defense ship, probably it thought that it will be able to cover itself. And probably it has also not used the first tier of defense of other ships which are supposed to be there. Now, Russians are supposed to be very bold in tactics and employment of forces. They are known to be losing a lot of tanks and other equipment. So probably it is one of those bold maneuvers by the ship and which has taken a hit. Even during a war with Georgia, one missile had hit Moscow. However, that time it was contained and controlled. But this time, two missiles have been used and the ship has been sunk. A word about R-360 Neptune. It's a Ukrainian anti-ship missile based on Soviet Kh-35 anti-ship missile with substantially improved range and electronics. The system is designed to defeat surface warships and transport vessels with a displacement of up to 5,000 tons. So, two missiles have been used. The system entered service with Ukrainian Navy in March 2021, uses an internal navigation system, a radar which is internally contained in the missile, which makes it fly 10 to 15 meters above the water on its way to the target, and it drops down to 3 to 10 meters on its final approach so as to counter any ship's defenses. As you can see, it has got a reloader unit, a command unit, a launch unit, and a radar unit. You can see the missile in flight on the right bottom corner. If the ship has been sunk by Neptune, it's a very well done job, and it is highly possible because it's a recent development. However, in war, you don't know how things must have taken place on ground. Probably the fire story of Russians is also true, or any other missile system which might have been used by West to target the ship, which was on the open flank, may also be possible.